Hi, legends. Nice little dumpy price action here from Bitcoin. Will the dump continue here to the downside? Is the end in sight as per the thumbnail? Right? Was this the end of the impulse? And we're going to find a little bit of a deeper correction? Or can we still expect a bounce and for that $72,000, $71,000 level to be claimed, where there's beautiful liquidity lying over here or over there? And is this just going to be a little bit of a front run before we get to that level? Right, legends, let's analyze the price of Bitcoin together today. Welcome, welcome. I'll say hi to the community in a moment. I hope you have your coffee, your tea, your beer, whatever you prefer, ready. Let's just keep on falling, just keeps on falling. Let's go, Bitcoin. Let's see where the next bouncing area is. Right, legends, smash up the like on your way in. I want to speak about 𝗬𝗏 as per my update this morning as well. For those of you that haven't registered, there's some nice cash up for grabs. Let's get right into it, legends. Let me share my screen over here. Just make sure that it's all good. Everyone can hear me. It should all be nice and crystal clear. Crypto big brains. Nice dump to the downside. If I have to guess, 67K for a bounce. Right, 67K for a bounce. You reckon here between the 382 and the 50% FIP level. Okay, is that what you're eyeing over there? I just want to get this out the way. Make sure that you guys can see my levels over here. Let me make this a little bit thicker. Okay. Right, legends. I mean, keeping the analysis super simple over here, you can see, just connecting the trend. And I had a trend here running to the upside. If I zoom in here to the 1 hour, you can see how beautifully this trend has been respected. Okay, if I zoom into this structure, just look how beautifully this trend has been respected. The lows connect, 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 and now we've lost the trend. Right, legends. I remember when we lost the trend. Where was it? Over here somewhere. Do you guys remember when we lost the trend? Was it this momentum here to the upside? Okay, and we had a little bit of a okay, we had a little bit of a dump, but then we had a pump back to the upside. Okay. Right, legends, let's go and analyze the price of Bitcoin. Is it going to repeat what happened over here, where you lose trend, you find support, and then you go and claim the high once again? Definitely a possibility, right? Okay, legends, smash up the like on your way in. Why did it dump? Well, why did it pump in the first place? Why did it dump? It's driven by fear and greed, buyers and sellers. Okay, and I'm sure there will be a fundamental reason behind why the price is dumping here at the moment. And then when it bounces and it claims the high again, there will be a reason as to why it claimed the high. But from a technical analysis, this is what I'm interested in. I only trade technical analysis. Okay, and we can go through a little bit of fundamental news in a moment. Right, legends. Another thing I wanted to highlight is, let's see here, before I get into that, legends. So basically what I'm watching here in this structure, just keeping things very simple over here, this mini structure over here on the 1 hour time frame, you can see that we've lost the trend. Okay, so what I'm interested in, do we get a bounce here by the 382? Okay, we do have some nice consolidation that can provide support over here. So if we do get a bounce, okay, I want to see prices slow down and turn around. Is that going to be, okay, a retest of the trend? When you take a fib from the high to the potential low that we still need to form over here, are we going to get rejected inside the golden zone, 618786 level? Are we going to see some bearish CVD building up between these two pivots for a deeper correction, smashing this trend, maybe bouncing here on the 618, or are we going to find a deeper correction here to the downside? That is the question, legends, right? I mean, we had a nice bump here, okay? We had a nice bump since 5th of July. Never stopped. Beautiful corrections along the way. Can this be the end of the impulse? So, legends, I mean, before I dive into that, let me go and share the 𝗬𝗏 bonus. I am also looking at CVD over here. Legends, down in the description of this video, okay, and also the previous video, you will see the 80K bonus has disappeared for now when you sign up with Bluffin. No KYC required. If you've already signed up with Bluffin, okay, very important. I don't want you guys to miss out on this deal because it is a limited time only, and it's only for the first 200 people in my channel. Okay, myself and Andy do share. But he's got his 200, I've got my 200. So, legends, it is limited. For those of you that's already signed up with my link down in the description, you will also benefit from this deal. If you deposit, okay, $10,000, for example, you will get $1,500 cash back, okay, but the money has to be transferred into the features account for trading, okay. Whether you trade or don't trade, I do recommend that you do trade because there is an Olympics running. So you go and you then go down in the description. Once you've signed up, you select this link over here, which will open this page, and you can go and register for the Olympics competition. And the team that comes first, okay, from a trading volume perspective, can share the prize pool of $300,000. Right, legends, I did go and check our ranking here. I mean, we literally just started this morning, okay, and I see we're already 14th. Bitcoin Census, this is our team over here. Bitcoin Census is 14th, and we are slowly climbing the ladder to the upside. So go join, put some money in the features trading account. If you're doing trading already, why not just trade over there? Let's see if we can together, okay, I'm also going to trade over there. I think Andy's going to trade over there. Let's see if we can win this $300,000 share, okay? And then also, depending on the money that you put in, you get 15% cash back, okay? But you have to keep your money in the features trading account until the competition ends. The money will then be airdropped into your features trading account for you to trade with, okay? So, legends, first link down in the description under exchanges, I've got Bluffin, where you get the 15% cash back, and then you can go and register for the Olympic competition. Okay, I think I've explained that well enough for no one to miss out on this super deal over here. Okay, still getting some dumpy action here to the downside. So, legends, let's just zoom out. I want to go back out onto the 8-hour time frame, and let's just take stock of where we are, right? Take this FIP out the way. And you'll see that I have two little blue lines over here, okay? And if I draw a fixed range profile for this entire range that we've been in since March, you guys can see that's where I get the two blue lines from, right? The question is, legends, from a range trading perspective, and I mean, this was a beautiful range trade, okay? Where range traders, they see a deviation, they target the bottom. They see a deviation, they target the top. Okay, there was definitely a nice little fake out here, but they see a deviation, they target the top. They see a deviation, they target the bottom. Now we had another massive deviation, and what they do is they enter and they sit on their hands, and now today we have tapped the top of the range to the dollar, right? To the dollar. Can this be the end of the impulse for this structure, and we're going to find ourselves with a larger, deeper correction? So, legends, definitely a scenario that can play out there is if I zoom into this structure on the 8-hour time frame. There is definitely a possibility that this is the end of the impulse, okay, where we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, whichever way you want to count it, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, okay, or the one thing I need to highlight, legends, if this is a double 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, usually what happens is if you start with a double 1, 2, you could end the correction or the structure also with a double 1, 2, because I do see this third wave having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And because we started with a double 1, 2, you could also have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. And then we have the deeper correction. So there's still a possibility to come and claim the liquidity above at $72,000. Okay. if this is the end of the correction legends, is that what you want to see is you want to see a three-wave corrective structure. You want to see a three-wave corrective structure, and you want to see a higher low. Okay, so when you take a fib from the low to the high that we've made over here, you want to see us bounce inside of this 50% beautiful alignment here with the value area low. Can you guys see? Exceptional alignment. Then we have the 382, beautiful alignment with this consolidation area over here and grabbing that liquidity below those lows that we haven't grabbed yet. So definitely a possibility for a bounce at the 382, 50%, and then a little bit deeper down, which I think will scare a lot of traders, and perhaps from a market psychology perspective, that's what the market makers want to create. You lose the range, okay? Oh crap, we're going down to lower levels, you lose the range, and you find support here by the 618 and the 786, and then we have a massive explosive third wave here to the upside, where this is 1, 2, 3. Okay, but it's key that we create a higher low, and it's also important that we create a three-wave corrective structure. Hope that makes sense. Right, legends, but I am still definitely keeping the possibility open that we could still get a bounce where this is a 1, 2, 1, 2, okay, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Still keeping an eye on this possibility. Question is, you know, people always ask me, but David, how do I trade it? And my answer is always very simple. When I look at this structure, and I mean, let's go and look at CVD here at the moment. Okay, so I'm here on the 5-minute time frame, and I'm looking at the CVD, and you know, when I started out trading, I looked at these charts, and I thought to myself, let me just wait for it to load up. How can I make money? Okay, the simplest and easiest way. Okay, I can see that it moves, everything moves in waves. I can see it moves in waves. Nothing just goes straight down and straight up. Okay, most of the time, everything moves in waves. Okay, when you have upwards momentum, it moves in waves to the upside. And then you have these flash outs that, you know, that stop you out, and that's why you need good risk management. But then you find momentum back to the upside, and I thought, okay, wait, okay, this looks like it can be traded. If I, okay, maybe not that one, right? If I maybe do this, and I do this, and I do this, and I do this, right? And I do this, and I do this. Hang on, this looks like there's something. So I'm getting to a point over here, legends, and you know exactly what I'm going to talk about, is that you can keep trading as difficult and as easy as you would like it to be. But you could have played a breakout over here. You could have applied the one-line trend strategy every single time over here, and you would not have been stopped out once, okay, depending on whether the trend was formed properly and so forth. Okay, so you could have had a couple of successful trades here to the upside on the smaller time frame, depending on, you know, what is your favorite time frame to trade. And right, legends, so coming back here to the price of Bitcoin, currently having a dump here to the downside. And the question is always, we never know how low or how high we are going to go. But I do know that I can play momentum breakouts, okay? There was a beautiful breakout over there. Can everyone see that? Yes. Beautiful breakout over there, okay? Tap the trend, broke out. Another breakout over here. Oops. And this could potentially be a retest for continuation. We'll see. Observe what is going on over there. Right, legends. So what I would like to see from this price action over here is perhaps it's going to form a trend. Maybe it's going to bounce here, and it's going to reject, and it's going to bounce, and it's going to reject. And then I will have my trend there to track the breakout, the potential breakout to the upside. Okay. If you do not know, and it's too complicated, and you don't know how to use Fibonacci, and all these things are too overwhelming, I usually apply my one-line trend strategy. And I know it sounds and it looks more simple than actually applying it, but you need to practice it. You need to go and reverse the price action. Go click on this replay button over here. You go reverse the price action, and you go practice it without putting in money. Okay, you can go and reverse the price action, for example, right? And you can go a couple of months back so that you don't remember what the price did, okay? And then you can go and use your short and your long tool, and you can just go and practice your trades without using real money. Go back test it until you get it perfect, until you start learning, okay, if the price does this, it's usually a fake out. If the price does this, the trend is not finished forming, for example, okay? So legends, definitely easy ways to trade the market. Okay, you just need to be consistent, and I promise you, you need to go and backtest the strategy so that you can practice it. You can't just see this for the first time and think, game on. All right, if we break up over here, I'm gonna like enter with everything that I have. Okay. Okay, well, now that we know what the price action is going to do, it's quite easy to see what's going to happen over here. But it's going to break out here to the upside and form a new trend. Right, so let me just take this here out the way. Say hi to the beautiful community over here. Smart Money didn't like Trump's speech. Apparently his speech was on Saturday. It looked like it was bullish for a moment and then not so much anymore. So let me just take this out the way. Right, let's see what is happening with the price while I say hi to the community over here. Right. Muddy, so happy he's going to be on. Thank you so much. Delia, hi all. I'm curious too, is this then wave A? This could definitely be wave A if it's the end of the structure here to the upside. Okay, wave A's for me are very difficult to determine. I do not have a measurement for wave A. I usually wait for wave A to be finished, okay, and then I will go measure the B wave, right? I know how high and the B wave can go. The A wave, I have no idea. And if anyone out there knows how deep an A wave is supposed to go, I have researched the crap out of it. I cannot find any data on an A wave, right? And usually an A wave can be a 5-wave structure that I know, a 5-3-5. So it's a 5-wave in A, it's a 3-wave in a B, and it's a 5-wave in a C. So which they refer to as a 5-3-5. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you have an A, B, C. That I know, but I do not know if the A wave has an official measurement. I cannot find anything from my research, right? So if you guys know, let me know in the comments. Okay, so to answer your question, yes, if this is the end of the impulse, where we tap the value area high there to perfection, we could be forming a larger A wave here to the downside, which typically is a 5-wave structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you have a 3-wave B structure, 1, 2, 3, and then you can either make a flat where you claim the high. A flat is a B wave flat, it means you claim the high, or you can reject at the 0.88. B waves are very difficult to trade because they have so many targets, okay? But they at least have targets. So you can get a flat where the B wave claims the high, and you can have a C flat where the C claims the low of A, okay? Right. So definitely this could be the formation of an A wave. And the A wave, if this is the end of the structure over here, can go really, really deep, okay? But you want to see volume picking up, which I am seeing at the moment. Some red volume starting to kick in over here. On my case, purple volume, but the A wave can get really aggressive, okay? Because you want to see a deeper correction, okay? Maybe not that deep, right? Let's do something like this. Maybe an A, B, C, right? 618786. So the entire corrective structure is 3 waves, but it's 5, 3, 5. Right. Corrective structures in Elliot wave theory is very complex. Can like to be very complex. Valerie, hi. 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽, how are you? I'm fantastic. Thanks for joining the stream. Fast. Hello, 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽. Glad to see you after the weekend. Thanks for your time. Only a pleasure. A very good teacher, Lingas. Thank you so much. One of the TI guys, I really trust you. Give us the correct alpha. Yes, I mean, I'm just here to analyze the technicals, okay? I'm not biased. I'm not saying we're going up because I feel like it. It's all a game of probabilities, and it's just about highlighting the highest possible trading probabilities based on technical analysis, okay? Right, legends. So, question is, The only thing that we can do as traders is to make sure that you have all your levels marked out. Okay, so if I switch on my daily levels, I start switching on my weekly levels, I start switching on my monthly levels and my point of controls. Now you're going to see it looks like a complete mess here on my chart. Okay, but this is usually what I do in the mornings to go and analyze to say that, well, if we have a pullback, I'm trying to get a plan. When I see the price action, okay, in the mornings, we were trading over here on top in the morning, and I had to go and figure out the trading plan. And I said, if we fail to claim the value area high of the entire range, I'm going to look for a short entry, because when I go into the smaller time frames, you know, from experience, you pick up these little things. When you make 3 peaks, 1, 2, 3, generally speaking, the price starts turning around. Okay, 3 peaks, price starts turning around. Where this peak SFPs from this one, it falls down, and then it creates another peak here to the upside and falls down. And usually, okay, not always, but usually after 3 peaks, you have a dump to the downside. And during this consolidation, there was also bearish CVD building up. Okay, so now you have to have a plan. Okay, if we swing failure from these highs and we do not get a clean breakout, I'm going to attempt a short, right? Stop loss, okay, give it a little bit of room, stop loss, you enter sniper entry, and you claim the lows over here. And obviously we fell a lot further than just the lows, but there was a lot of bearish CVD building up at this point over here. Okay, now if price falls down, now I'm looking for levels of confidence. Okay, we had a naked point of control over here. When I go back here onto the 1 hour, I switch on my session volume profile. I'm looking for support and resistances where the price could potentially give me a reaction so that I can see whether I can long and short. This is what trading is about. You are looking for support and resistances, and you want to see a reaction from price. Okay, so now I've got my session volume profile and I've got a naked point of control. Okay, and we just smashed through it. And if we close a high time frame candle, like a 1 hour time frame candle below this naked point of control, it increases the probabilities that we're most probably going lower. So it's all just a game of probabilities. So for me, to enter a long blindly over here, it's not going to happen. I want to see price slow down. I want to see price slow down and get acceptance back above. And I want to see the price cool over. You want to see a consolidation. I want to see some bullish CVD built into the structure. Okay, local bullish CVD forming. Then I know we have a possibility to start moving back up again. Okay. So my trading plan for now is I had a naked point of control, which we completely just smashed. I also had a little fib that I took here from the low to the high, and I saw that I had confluence here with a 618 and the value area high, and we had a small little bounce there, and then we lost the level. Okay, so no trade to be taken for me. Just no, and it's not a trading zone. I'm not seeing what I want to see. I want to see consolidation. I want to see consolidation. Because during this consolidation, I could make a trading decision based on CVD weakness. I mean, whatever you find and whatever works for you from a proof of support and a proof of resistance perspective, I can show you guys here. I spoke this morning about proof of resistance and proof of support. When I saw this consolidation area over here, okay, when I go back here onto CVD, let's zoom in here onto CVD, right? Let me show you guys. Okay, this is what I saw. As price, okay, before price took the high over there, as price were moving up over here, CVD was moving up aggressively. And I was like, ooh, okay, bearish CVD against this pivot. But then we took it and we had a little dump here to the downside. But then again, as we started moving up, more bearish CVD started building up. More bearish CVD built up. I was like, okay. And then again, during this move up, more bearish CVD started building up. So every time we claimed the high, but there was continuous bearish CVD building up in this area. So I knew that at one of these pivots, we're going to get a swing failure pattern that's going to send us down to at least come and claim the lows over here. Right? So this was my trigger for a short. Okay, this was my trigger for a short. based on the price action. And also when I go back here, you see we are at a weekly level. Okay, so I know we have resistance, price is slowing down. I see bearish CVD building up, and a little bit further up we also had a value area high. We tapped it to perfection and we swing failed from the highs and we got a dump here to the downside. Okay, so for now, you can see we got acceptance back above the naked point of control. So now what I would like to see is I would like to see price slow down. I would like to see a consolidation. And between these little pivots, I would like to see some bullish CVD. Some people use CVD. Some people use market structure change. Okay, so if I go into the 5-minute time frame over here, oh, that was not an easy one. Right, some people will look at market structure change. For example, I think the easiest way to do it is just to draw it out where you're forming a high, a higher low, a high, a higher low, and then you form a lower high. And then you form a lower low over here. And then what most traders will do is that they see the high, the high, the higher low, and now they spot the lower high. Interesting. Then we make a lower low. And then typically what they would do is with the next push up, when you take a fib from the high to the low, in the golden area, the 786, 618, this is where they will attempt a short. They don't try and short over here. They, from a conservative perspective, this is where traders will short because market structure is turning around. Okay, where the market is curling over. So you have to be able to identify, okay, lower high, lower low, lower high, and that is typically where they would enter. Yes, I mean, nothing is guaranteed in the market. You get one of those freak scenarios over here and the momentum just continues to the upside. But generally speaking, this is what you need to look for. So some traders, from a proof of resistance or a proof of support perspective, they will look at market structure changes. And they are patient. They sit on their hands, okay? They wait for price to give them what they want to see before they enter a trade. Okay, let's go back here onto the 15-minute time frame. Right, legends. So for now, it looks like we are bouncing here on the 786, right? Let me just zoom out, 786. We also have a monthly level, which we claimed, okay? We broke through here a monthly level. We tried to break down, didn't break down, support, lost it a little bit, support. And could this be another retest for continuation here to the upside? The question is the bounce here to the upside going to be a lower high where market structure is starting to change, like I've just explained to you guys now? Okay, during this entire pump here to the upside, if I go to the 1 hour, take this out. Sorry, legends. I just want to clean this up a little bit. It does irritate me when the chart is a little bit dirty. Okay, so it depends on which time frame you trade, okay? Because you get market structure changes from a larger time frame perspective, from a lower time frame perspective. So if you're someone with a 9 to 5, you only have 1 or 2 hours to look at the chart every day or every week, okay? You will typically go to the 4-hour time frame or the 8-hour time frame. If you have more time to stare at the screen, then you will play the 1 minute or 5 minute or 15-minute time frame, okay? But you can see higher highs, higher highs, higher highs, higher highs, higher highs. So from a larger time frame perspective, the structure is still bullish. We haven't changed market structure yet. But when you zoom into the smaller time frame, you can see you have high, 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 and then the market structure changes. So from a smaller time frame perspective, you could have played the market up and you could have played the market down. Where someone from a larger trading time frame perspective will wait. Okay, they will wait and be more patient because they don't have a lot of time to stare at the screen. They will look for a proper reversal. They want to see a breakdown. They want to see a lower high, and then they want to see a lower low. And typically what they would do is on the next retracement, okay, where you can most probably put in a trend as well, this is where they will enter for a short year to the downside. But they will wait for the market structure to change from a larger time frame perspective. On the smaller time frames, like I've just shown everyone, here on the 15-minute, there's a lot of opportunities to the up and to the downside. Okay, so when we were over here, you can see also the 3 peaks that I just spoke about, 1, 2, 3. And this is typically where you get the roll down. But this was actually a beautiful one, okay, where you still made a higher low, you made a lower high, and then the market structure started changing. Do you see here? Lower low, lower high. And this is most probably where a lot of market structure change strategists played the short here to the downside. Okay, so they're patient. They don't try and catch the tops, okay? They don't try and catch the tops. The only strategy that I have found that works for me to try and catch tops is swing failure patterns, okay? Where you keep an eye on the high, and as soon as you fail to claim the high, okay, you target the lows. Bam. So you short it, stop loss above, fail to break through the highs, you claim the lows, you take profit, you're in and you're out, okay? And then you fail to take the highs again, you get acceptance back below, right? But your stop loss would have been there, so you wouldn't have been stopped out. So it's the only effective strategy that I have found so far to try and catch the tops as high as possible. But your entry would have still been over here somewhere. Right, legends, I know I'm just rambling on over here. I'm just trying to educate everyone over here, okay? Because I see so many trading opportunities and people really struggle. And I know trading is not easy. And if it was easy, everyone would make money from trading. I'm just trying to show you all the possibilities that are out there so that you can find the strategy that best suits your personality, also considering the time that you have available to trade. Okay, I remember this. I really remember this so clearly, okay, where we had a daily level over here, right? Trying to break through, trying to break through, trying to break through. This is a swing failure pattern. Trying to break through, and you got acceptance back above where I entered a little bit late. I had my stop loss below the low, and we got the, well, I actually took profits over here because I went to bed. I don't like to leave my positions open while I'm sleeping. I actually closed my position over there. I moved my stop loss in to break even. I could have left some of, sometimes I do that. I leave some of the position open for higher levels. I didn't do it, but I was happy. I got a tick, trade played out to perfection. The plan got executed. But wow, I mean, when you catch these swing failure patterns, this is as close to the bottom or the top that you're going to catch it if you can start nailing swing failure patterns, right? And then we just had massive momentum here to the upside. And then some people will look at the structure and say, damn, I missed it. We already had a pump here to the upside. Yes, but now you can apply different trading strategies, okay? You don't want to miss out on the upwards momentum, so you can go on to the 5 minute. It just depends on how much time you have to trade, okay? And then you can go and back and so I'm back testing it so that you can see what you could have done. I like to do this to myself as well sometimes, and this is how I learned the game, is that I go back and I see, well, how could I have traded this momentum here to the upside safely? Okay, how could I have traded it safely, right? I go into the 5 minute and I say, hang on, okay, there was a trend over there. I could have played the breakout over there. I would have missed out all the price action over here, but I could have had a nice little stop loss, claim the high, leave some of the position open for higher levels. You have a breakout, beautiful breakout, you claim the high, and you even went higher. There's another one. Okay. Right, here's another beautiful one. Sometimes you just have to be patient. If you can't find the trend, don't trade it. You have to be comfortable. But there was another one over there, right? Okay, it's not as straight, but there was another one over there where every time you claim the high, every time you claim the high, and you have a relatively tight stop loss. Okay, so legends, that's basically how I trade the momentum. Okay, because if anyone on YouTube, on social, on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, tells you that they know exactly where the price is going to go, they are smoking their socks and they are lying. No one can predict the price of Bitcoin or any market for that matter. Based on Elliot wave theory, we can predict estimated levels. We can try and count the waves, right? But ironically, you can only really make sense of the wave after it's completed. Then you can see, okay, there was the 1, there was the 2. I see the 3rd wave, I see the 4th wave. Oh, that was the ABC flat, for example. So at the moment, it's guesswork here at the moment, okay? Yes, it does look like the structure could be complete. It looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we could have a deeper ABC, okay? But now, what if price goes higher, okay? What if price does this, and then it starts correcting. Then it looks like, oh, maybe it's a 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5 structure. Yes, okay, now it makes sense. Right, so you only really know until the structure is finished, but it does give you levels to trade from. It does give you targets. Right. Let me go through some more comments. Smash up the like for the education over here, legends. Also remember, you get a 15% cash back on the money that you deposit into the futures trading account on Bluffin by using this link. Okay, 15% cash back. I know that they do have some T's and C's. Maximum $7,500. So I think you need to deposit like $60,000 or $70,000, which is the maximum that they will give you, is $7,500, depending on how much you deposit into your derivatives account. You need to leave the money in there until the Olympics competition is finished. But I mean, I'm going to trade, right? I'm going to trade. I'm going to try and see if I can win the pool here for us, right? So we can all share in the winnings over here. So don't miss out, legends. If you've already registered with the link, because I do get the question, 𝗬𝗍𝘆, I've already used your link, okay, to sign up. Yes, you just need to put money into your derivatives account and then leave it there. And if you want to trade, even better, but you will then get 15% cash back on the money that's in your derivatives account. Okay, I mean, that's an easy trade. From a trading perspective, I don't see an easier trade than that, okay? You put money inside your derivatives, you leave it there, and then you get 15% back, and then you can use the 15% cash to trade with, right? Sounds like an easy trade to me. Right, legends. Let's see what is cooking over here. Let's go through some more comments. Please check XRP. I will go check that in a moment. Do I have XRP open here? Not yet. Right, I was looking at ILV this morning, but we can go through some altcoins in a moment. Cutest girls, back to 68K. Back to 68K, yes. You can also see that we have a monthly level over here. You guys remember I always have weekly, I have daily, I have monthly levels, okay? Usually monthly levels, what I have noticed, the characteristic about a monthly level is that you often have like a nice little breakout, okay? The price movement takes longer to find its way down, but it does act as resistance at some point, okay? But you can see price is struggling here at the moment. It is struggling. It's most probably going to start rolling over. It's all just a game of probabilities. We'll have to observe the price reaction at each level. But I mean, here on the 4-hour time frame, legends, you can see here by the weekly level, okay? We did not close any body candles above the weekly level, and then we got the dump to the downside. Great level of resistance over here. You tap the value area high to perfection. A little bit further up, we still have a weekly point of control. Another area to observe what's going to happen there. A little bit higher, $63,000, 127. I have another decision moment. Okay. If we broke through this weekly level with some nice high green volume, I would have most likely taken a long over here. But because I didn't see strength and there was 𝗬𝗎𝐶vd building up, I took a short. Okay, and now I benefited from the short here to the downside. Right. But I'll be honest with you guys, I did take some profits already on that trade. Okay, it's not about catching the top and you ride it out until the bottom, because that bottom might never come. Okay, when I play swing failure patterns, right? When I play swing failure patterns, I always target the lows. Okay, this to me was a great swing failure pattern where we failed to break through. Okay, 𝗬𝗎𝐶vd building up, and I targeted the lows, and I closed most of my position. I left some of it open, right? And I also like the green, or the red or the purple volume kicking in here at the moment. And at the moment, it looks like we're getting support from that naked point of control. Okay. Let's look on the 1 hour. We have not closed the body of a 1 hour candle below the naked point of control just as yet. Okay. So ideally what I would be looking for over here, like I said, is a little bit of a consolidation. I want to see a consolidation, right? I want to see a consolidation. I don't want to see body of 1 hour candle closes below this line. If price finds a little bit of upwards momentum and it comes back down for a retest, when you take a fib from the low to the high, okay, and here by the six, okay, let me do that for everyone because usually I just talk about it. But when that happens and we bounce here by the 618, 786, and I spot some local bullish CVD building up, you could be using, proof of support could be RSIs for you as well. If the RSIs are at the bottom, that's maybe proof of support for you. MACDs, lines crossing over, moving averages, whatever you use from a proof of support and a proof of resistance perspective. Okay, I use CVD. And sometimes if CVD is neutral, it's not giving me any clues, I will still enter with less capital because my risk management is fantastic. Okay. Right. So what I want to see here is I want to see price slowing down. Maybe it goes up, it comes back down for a retest. I would like to see some bullish CVD confirming that we can take the high once again. Okay. Right. But if I don't get bullish CVD and maybe there's bearish CVD building up against these pivots, I'm not entering. Okay. Because then there's a possibility of claiming the low again. Okay, let's go through some more comments over here. Aditya, welcome to the live stream. Hi, 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽 legends. Welcome. Aditya provides insane analysis inside of our trading community, our Legends trading community. If you guys would like to join, first link down in the description. I think Aditya did a massively successful trade today, also spotting this swing failure pattern from the highs over here. Aditya, I'm sure you took profits on that trade. I did see you share some P&L over there, right? It was just such a classic move, okay, where you're failing to claim the weekly level and there was bearish CVD building up in this structure. It just screamed for price to fall down, okay, just screamed. And the three peaks, I love the three peaks. Right. Can you look at Brett once you're done with BTC, please? Looks like it's in a big pennant pattern on the 8 hour. Okay, I will go and look at that in a moment. What names the waves a 112, not a correction pattern? 1212 and not a correction pattern. Ooh, I think I'm gonna have to do an Elliot wave tutorial. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do Elliot wave training and course material inside of my live streams because it does get very complex. I think the easiest thing for people to remember from an Elliot wave perspective is that 5 impulsive waves has 5 wave structures, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and generally you have an ABC correction. And this is where everyone starts from an Elliot wave perspective. Okay, this is where most people start. So then you get 112 combos like what happened, well, like what we are seeing over here, right? 112 combo, where it's basically building up momentum. 112 combo, and one would argue, okay, this is the first wave of the bigger structure. This is the first wave of the third wave structure. Okay, I'm not going to go into detail about that now, but I think I will do maybe a live stream or a tutorial that I'll release going into a little bit more detail about 112 combos. You get 112 combos, you get the normal 5-wave structure that I've just shown you, and then all hell breaks loose when you get to the corrective structures. You get, everyone learns about the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC. Oh, I know Elliott wave theory. No, you get WXYs, you get ABCDEs, you get the list just goes on. Okay, you get WXYXZ, you get expanding leading diagonals, you get contracting diagonals, ending diagonals. The list just goes on. I mean, for me to start delving into some of those things, I don't want to confuse the people over here. Right, how come I always see CVD bullish and bearish at the same time? Tevin, I'm not sure. Okay, right, where are you spotting the bullish CVD? It depends on what time frame you use. Okay, right, there was definitely some insane bearish CVD building up during this move here to the upside. I mean, you can just see it, bearish, 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 bearish. And some people will argue, okay, I know that people that trade CVD, they will argue as soon, okay, as you build up bearish CVD against this pivot and it takes the high, it's invalidated. I don't actually believe that anymore, because I think 𝗬liche will tell you here, he's here in the live stream as well. What I have seen many times is that when you have berry CVD building up while the price is moving up, it almost confirms a swing failure pattern where you fool everyone that it's been invalidated and then it comes back down. Okay, it builds up again and then it comes back down. And there was bullish CVD against that pivot and that pivot as we moved up. Okay, before we claimed the pivot, it was building up and then bam. Okay, and this is what I mean by this is what I use as proof of support or proof of resistance. Just want to see if we have some bullish CVD build up here. Okay, we do have on white some bullish CVD. I just want to see if we didn't have bullish CVD previously against these pivots. Okay, we did not have bullish CVD against this pivot just as yet, and we do have bullish CVD on white building up here at the moment. Okay, but that's on the 15-minute. So what I like to do is if I spot, okay, just a trick of the game over here, when I spot bullish CVD, okay, the target is the high. Always the highest point between the two pivots is what you are targeting from a CVD perspective. And now I spot some bullish CVD here on white. To confirm that this CVD is going to play out, I zoom into the smaller time frames. I go onto the 3-minute, 5-minute time frame, and now what I want to see is proof of support that the bigger CVD can play out, because I don't just enter blindly. Okay, it's not how I trade. If you trade that way, it's up to you with good risk management. But now what I want to see is more locally, can I spot bullish CVD between these pivots? No, I can't. Okay. Therefore, I won't enter the trade. I will sit on my hands and wait until I spot local bullish CVD to confirm that the bigger CVD that I've just seen is going to play out. Hope that makes sense. Smash the like button for the alpha. Yes, 𝗬liche. Let's go, 𝗬𝗍𝗆. Scoot, welcome in the house. What do you think the top of the bull run will be and when? I've actually gone through the most bullish case scenario on Friday. I'm not sure, cutest girls, what is your cutest girls? So just quickly, let me switch off everything just for the fun of it. I think people like to see it, right? Let's go on to the 3-day. The 3-day over here. Just make some real estate available. Now we need to zoom out, right? We need to really zoom out here. The most bullish scenario, if you are interested, that I have marked out over here is this scenario over here. Okay, and I'm going to give you the conservative target because we can go higher. Okay, the most bullish scenario that I have over here is round about $160,000. That's my most bullish Elliott wave scenario that I have over here. $160,000, $150,000, but definitely 133 taking this scenario into account. But it can still go higher because here's also a 1-1-2 combo. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. It can have a 4, 5, 4, 5 because it had a 1-1-2 as well. So it can go a little bit higher, but your third waves, okay, this is typically your bull market waves. Everyone remembers from the previous bull markets, the price just doesn't slow down, okay? This 1.618 level that I have over here is considered a minimum third wave target. It can go to the 2.618, it can go to the 3.618, it can go to the 5.618. Okay, it can just absolutely rampage here to the upside and even hit $331,000. We have to see a bigger corrective structure to say that, okay, the top for number 3 is now in, we're now forming a fourth wave. Right, so I'm being conservative over here. So for a 1-1-2 combo, you're looking at the third wave to end at $133,000, and then you still need a fifth wave here to the upside. So maybe you're looking there at $150,000 to $180,000. And this is my conservative target on the most bullish scenario. Okay, but like I mentioned on Friday, I'm not going to go into too much detail about it. There are other bullish scenarios as well. Okay, that's not so bullish. That one to me carries very low probability, so I'll just stick to this one now. Where, okay, the only way we will know that this scenario is going to play out is this structure over here has to be bullish. If we're going to fall down here and claim this low again, okay, if we're going to fall down here and claim this low again, this structure gains in probabilities, where we are busy with a bigger fourth wave, where we're going to bounce here inside, okay, between the 382 and the 50% at $42,000 maximum target, and then we're going to create a final fifth wave here to the upside that could potentially take us to $110,000 maximum. Then the bull run's over. Okay, so we're still expecting a longer consolidation. We're expecting one more final wave here to the upside, and then bull run is over, and we can expect a larger correction here to the downside, the bear market. Right, so not a pretty picture. Still bullish, but not a pretty picture. Okay, I think from a true bull run perspective, what you would like to see is that face melting price action, and that you will only get from the 112 combo, which for now looks like it's still intact. Okay, if I go to the regular scale over here, you can see second wave 382. Second wave 382. So definitely a possibility for some much higher levels here to the upside. Okay. Right, legends, but what you want to see over here is, okay, to confirm this structure, you want to see maybe the end of the structure, you want to see a higher low, okay? This has to be the bullish structure. And then you want to see an explosion out of the zone. You just want to see an explosion out of the zone. You don't want to see us faff around over here, faff around, slowing down, what is going on, because then that other scenario could start kicking in again. You want to see a nice little explosive move out here just to, you know, it needs to leave the station. The rocket needs to take off, because this third wave in a 112 combo is extremely powerful to the upside. If it's gonna purr around over here, then that's not going to look great. Okay, it really is not going to look great. It needs to just go. Right, and it's usually that price action that just leaves everyone behind. People are, oh crap, I missed the entry. Oh crap, I still can't get in. I still can't get in, because price just keeps on going. It just keeps on going. It doesn't give you a moment to get in. It just keeps on going, keeps on going. Right. Hope that makes sense. Who was that? 𝗖𝗿𝗆𝗍. Mr. 𝗖𝗿𝗍. Oh, you guys have got some really weird names over here. Right, smash up the like for the education legends. Remember about the 15% cashback on Bluffin. Okay, no KYC, and come and join the trading competition to share in a prize pool of $300,000. Right, you need to go and register. And I've got both links down in the description. So if you have not signed up, sign up here, no KYC required, and go register for the competition. Put some money into the feature trading account, and you will get 15% back on the amount of money that you put in. Right, legends. Okay, so I mean, I'm really looking forward to see how the scenario is going to play out. Okay, let's go back here onto the 1 hour time frame. Okay, let's go into the 4 hour. So, legends, keeping the analysis very simple. Okay, just want to make sure. I see my camera is going to die. Let me just put it on charge. There we go. Keeping the analysis very simple is that the end of the structure could be in this area somewhere. Okay, we still have some levels above of resistance. If I switch on my weekly levels, we still have a weekly naked point of control at $71,000. Right? So looking at this structure, what you would like to see, okay, is for this structure to come to an end at some point. Maybe we get another bounce here, but you want to see price slow down, and then you want to see a nice 3-wave corrective structure. Okay, perhaps it's going to bounce here at the value area low, which is in perfect confluence at the moment with the 50% FIB level, but you want to see a 3-wave corrective structure. I don't want to see 5 waves to the downside, because that's just going to spell disaster. Okay, I can count 5 waves to the upside, which is great. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can count a 5-wave structure. You want to see a 3-wave corrective structure, and that, to me, could potentially be the load-up zone of a lifetime. Okay, for an explosive wave here to the upside. Hope that makes sense. Crypto Big Brains, 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽, nearly 2,000 followers. Let's go. Wow. Am I at 2,000 followers at the moment? I would be absolutely thrilled if I have 2,000 followers today. I remember just before the live stream, I had 1,997. I was like, I only need 3 more subscribers to hit the 2,000 mark. So I'm going to be absolutely thrilled after the live stream if I'm sitting at 2,000 subscribers. Let's go check. Let's refresh over here. Can this be? Can this be? No, not yet. 1.99, almost. Let's see. Hit subscribe for future notifications. Smash up the like for the alpha over here. Almost at 2,000 subscribers. Not yet. Close, but not yet. Hi, 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽, Colin here. Thanks for all the TA today. I capitalized on the short this morning. I took a risky scalp trade long at the bottom and already closed out 40%. So done for the day. Yes, legends, there's a lot of traders that say they work on the 1% principle. Okay, they work on 1% principle. Basically, what that means is that they try and get 1% profit on their portfolio per day. That's it. That's their goal. Once they achieve the 1%, they go do something else. Because if you're going to go and try and gun for the 2%, the 3%, and the 5% per day, that's usually where you start stuffing up, you overtrade, the revenge trading starts kicking in. So, legends, if you've made your 1% for the day, so if you have a $1,000 account, you made your $10 for the day, okay, these 1% add up. 30% a month on your entire portfolio. That's generous, okay? If you're a more aggressive trader, you don't mind taking more risks, it's completely up to you. But for people with larger portfolios, if you start trading with $100,000 portfolio, $1 million portfolio, 1% is significant, and 30% on a large portfolio is enough, okay? Because it is already stressful to trade with such large amounts of money. And that is why it's so easy to turn $50 into $100. But it's not easy to turn $100,000 into $200,000. There's just so much more emotion involved. Right, legends. I think that basically summarizes it. Let's go and have a look at XRP as per the request from the legends over here. Let's go have Mr. XRP. Where did I put you? XRP. Let's see. Ooh, Waves is doing well. 5%, almost 6% up on Waves. 5% up on Beam. Okay, some of the altcoins are still exploding here to the upside. Ooh. Right, legends. I mean, not much has changed since my last update here on the price of XRP. Okay, still expecting, I mean, beautiful breakout here from the trend where we flipped massive resistance into support, and this is where we're currently struggling. Okay, so if I move the support box over here, you can see where we are currently struggling. Okay, so another level to break here to the upside. Right, XRP for me doesn't have beautiful trend lines on the smaller time frames to trade. It's not really an easy one. It has a lot of scam weeks. Okay, but what I would like to see, I mean, it's all dependent on the price of Bitcoin, but basically what I'm hoping for, okay, and I know hope is not a strategy, but I did miss out on some of the pump here on XRP. Right, I'm waiting for when Bitcoin decides maybe we have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Maybe we have a 4, 5, 4, double 5, 4 structure because we had a double 1, 2 over here. And then when Bitcoin decides to have that beautiful correction here to the downside, this is where I want to go and scoop up some XRP. So I'm hoping that XRP, okay, will keep on consolidating here and maybe break the trend. Okay, where's my brush? You see this trend that I have running over here? I want XRP to break the trend, and when I take a fib from the low to the high, 382, 50%, 618 levels, those are the levels that I'm really going to get excited to buy some XRP. Okay, 47 cents XRP. Now that sounds like a bargain to me. Okay, right. What you could also do, where's my stuff over here? Let me just take this out, scribble out here out the way, is it could definitely be a bouncing area as well. XRP, I know from past experience when XRP was still bullish, I know that XRP are one of those ones that just didn't, it just doesn't give you the pullbacks. It consolidates, it consolidates, it consolidates, it consolidates, and bam, it goes again. And you're like, Where's the pullback? There's just no pullback, because you have to remember that this is why Elliott wave theory is so complex at times, that this could be an A, B, C, D, E, right? That's forming over here. A little bull flag is forming over here. Okay, and it's just going to go to the upside, right? Because when you look at XRP on the larger time frame, this is exactly what's now happening to XRP. If I go here onto the 3-day time or the 2-day time frame, for example, this is exactly what XRP likes to do. Okay, if I zoom out into this structure over here, do you guys see here with XRP? Okay, it had a massive pump here from 0.00029 cents. Okay, nice little pump here to the upside, and this actually was a consolidation area. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, and this could be forming in that mini structure that I've just shown you, where you just have, okay, maybe not that high, but some people, I see some of the technical analysts from an Elliott wave perspective are predicting like a $8 to $10 XRP. Boy, oh boy, does the market cap have to drastically increase, and some serious money has to flow into the crypto market for that price to be achieved, because the market cap of XRP is quite large. So maybe some really insane bullish news is going to come out with XRP, okay, to give it that momentum that it needs here to the upside. But I see, okay, so I'm here on the 2-day chart, and I am seeing this price action inside of the fifth. Let's go back here onto the 1 hour. Wait for it to load up. Anytime today. Okay. Looks very similar. Just not taking the lows, and it's also not taking the highs. It's just going sideways. It's just going sideways. So perhaps I will consider, okay, what's going to happen when we hit this trend. Do we get a bounce, right? And do we get a retest for continuation? That could be a golden opportunity, because I remember with this breakout, if I go here onto the 4-hour time frame, just go back to regular over here, it really didn't give us a retest. That's the problem with XRP. It breaks out and it just goes. It doesn't give you a proper retest, okay? So for me, from an XRP perspective, it's one of those ones where you want to hold a spot bag, okay? Because it just doesn't give you time for a proper entry, right? It just 3 little candles and it went, okay? Right. But legends, I'm just putting this out there. If I take a fib from the low to the high, maybe we get lucky, okay? Also, when I take a fib extension from the high to the low, to the high over there, I reverse it. Okay, so if we come back, there's a C wave target, 1-to-1 ratio, 382. Okay, that's a C wave target. 1.236, 50%. Okay, now that I've got the mark out, I can take, ooh, that's also beautiful. 0.618 in confluence with a 1.618. Okay, so now I can take the extended fib out the way. So basically what I'm saying is I'm going to start accumulating XRP when we start hitting these levels. That's the areas that I'm interested in. Okay. And I might miss the entire XRP run if I don't get my levels, but then I will trade something else. I don't care. If my levels don't get hit, I don't FOMO into a trade, right? I'm looking for 382, which has a 1-to-1 for a corrective structure, or the 1.5, or as an extended corrective structure here to the downside. The 1.618 also has confluence with a 0.618. So if we break the trend over here, okay, I will start adding and I'll start nibbling over here. No financial advice. That's my plan. Okay, I cannot tell you guys what you need to do. Right, someone asked for Brett. Let's do Brett here at the moment. Let me just save this. Is Brett the ticker? I think I do have Brett somewhere. Brett, USDT. Let's see. I think Crypto Big Brains, you asked for Brett, right? Let's go here onto the daily. Wow, 2,000, really? Valerie, 2,000, congratulations. Have I just hit 2,000 subscribers? Let's just pause this, zoom in here. Oh my word. 2,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. Legends, legends, legends. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much for your continued support. I mean, I grew this channel from 0 to 2,000 subscribers in about 6 months. So I'm absolutely thrilled. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate this. And I mean, it's only up from here, right? It's only up from here. Thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you subscribing, liking the content. And I will keep on pushing out the education as much as I can, keeping you guys, educating you guys so that you can catch fish for yourself, right? Thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm actually absolutely thrilled by hitting 2,000 subscribers. Nice. Next target, 3,000, right? Never happy. Now we want 3,000. It's like when you buy your first Bitcoin. It's like, if I can only have one Bitcoin. And then you have one Bitcoin. It's like, no, can I only have two Bitcoin? And then you have two Bitcoins. You're like, maybe 3 or 4 sounds better. Okay. You're just never happy. But I'm absolutely thrilled. Thank you so much. It's about smelling the roses along the way. And I appreciate every single one of you being here since the start, supporting me. And it's only up from here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Right. Let's look at Brett here for the legend, Mr. Crypto Big Brains in the house. Oh, is this it? You deserve so much more, dear. Well, thank you so much. Your channel is in a bull run. Yes. Thank you so much, teacher. I appreciate it. Mining Quest legend. Well done. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Congrats. Mr. Foss, thank you for teaching us. Only a pleasure. Only a pleasure. I hope you guys take something away every time we do a live stream together, that you take something away and you can apply it to your trading strategy. Guys, I will be very honest with you. If you, go and backtest whatever I'm teaching and educating here on this channel, all right, and you can develop a trading strategy with good risk management, you will be a successful day trader if you take the time to go and backtest your strategy. I think for me, that is one of the biggest mistakes a lot of traders starting out don't do. They want to start and make money immediately, and they are willing to lose money or school fees along the way so that they can test their trading strategy. But I don't see people, reversing the price and go and test out their trading strategy with $10 or paper money, or just practicing, the tool over here. Backtest your strategy. If you use RSIs, if you use the RSIs, go backtest it. If you use the one-line trend strategy together with the RSIs, go backtest it, If you can go and put in the work and go and backtest your trading strategy, and you can have a little spreadsheet and you can say, out of 10 trades, I've won so much. I've lost so much money, and I would have made so much money. If you can put in that little bit of effort and go and backtest the education that I provide over here, and you can put some numbers next to it, you will be a successful trader. Because there's very, very few people that actually go and put in that work. Right. Now that I've had my little rant there, I often get frustrated, and sometimes even with people sending me personal messages saying that, I've been struggling, and I've lost $50,000, or I've lost $100,000, I've lost $20,000. And then I ask the simple question, have you backtested the strategy, or what strategy are you using? And they can't answer me. I've tried the one-line trend strategy, and I've done swing failure patterns, and I'm also using the MACD, and I was like, but which one are you using? Go and backtest your strategy. Have confidence in your trading strategy. Right, legends, let's go back here onto Brett. I know I deviated a little bit over there. I mean, Mr. Crypto Big Brains, what do you want me to analyze over here? The only thing I see over here, is maybe a beautiful trend line, and you just wait for the breakout. I just don't see any price action over here. The most obvious area of support that I do see, obviously above the highs. There's a nice little support box over there, but it can be a little bit higher inside of this consolidation area where we bounced already. But this is to me a little bit of obvious support. Just make that green. Support, I like to keep green. And let's just go see. I mean, this is the only data I have to try and do some analysis over here. I would get interested if I was accumulating Brett here from a larger time frame perspective. I will get interested in the 1-to-1, which has confluence with a consolidation area and the 1, 2, 3, 6, okay, common C wave targets. So I'm looking at this impulse here to the upside, and maybe this is an A, B, C structure, okay, or a corrective structure that still needs to finish over here. Okay. So we could still get a little bit lower, depending on whether we just break the trend over here and continue to the upside. And that's why you have the trend. Okay, that's often why I put in the trend, because you never know where the corrective structure is going to end and just leave people behind. And then you have the trend to give you the breakout, because that also happened here on the price of Bitcoin. I remember this so clearly on the 4-hour time frame. Do you guys remember? I was in a live stream during this as well. Okay, where was it? Okay, let me zoom in over here. Okay, this corrective structure over here, I remember it like yesterday. It had to come back down deeper. Okay, so when I zoom into that corrective structure, this one over here, we were expecting a nice little A, B, C down. We needed to come and claim the low. And when you take a fib extension, okay, from the high to the low to the high, we're like, no, legends, it still needs to come and tap the 1-to-1. You know, the 1-to-1, the 1, 2, 3, 6, and the 1.6, this area over here is very famous for a corrective structure to end. And it didn't hit any of these levels. But I told everyone, put in your trend. Okay. I had a trend over here. And you wait for the breakout because it might front run us. Okay. And that's potentially what could happen here on Bread. So I'm saying that common C wave or common corrective structures here by the 1-to-1, 1, 2, 3, 6, extended here by the 1.618. But I mean, we do have nice support here. I would expect for a bounce here at 7 cents, but it could front run it like it did on Bitcoin. Cool. Demo accounts are good, Devil. Yes, demo accounts are really good to go and test your strategy. Okay, I often tell people that if you cannot find yourself not trading with money, take $10 at 2x leverage and just write it off in your mind. Say, I'm going to take $10 or even $15, depending on how much money you're prepared to throw away. Okay, you must write it off in your mind. I'm going to lose this money. Take $10 at 2x leverage or $50 at 2x leverage and go and backtest your strategy. Well, you can't really backtest a strategy on price action that hasn't paid out, but you can use this paper trades on Tradingview, and you can go and use your long and short tool. Okay. Also, a lot of people ask me, Devil, I really struggle, okay, to trade breakouts to the downside. Okay. This is how I started. I don't do it anymore, right? You reverse your chart. Because now when I look at this price action over here, I can see, ooh, look at this beautiful trend. Okay, if we break this trend, we most probably going up, which means we're going down. You guys see this? Because for some reason, our brains are wired for things that go up is easier to trade than things that go down. So when I started out trading, I really struggled with shorts. I only played longs and longs and longs, and then I'll wait for the correction, and then I see, okay, my trend's breaking to the upside again, and I play long, long, long. And then I figured out, I can reverse my chart. Okay, you must just be careful not to press long instead of short, okay, because your chart is inverted. But you can see that there's a beautiful trend over here. Chances are if we break it with high volume, we are going down lower because price going up is now going down, basically. Okay, and you can see there was some nice short opportunities when I start reversing the chart over here. There was another short you could have played, claiming the low. Okay, shorts, 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 shorts. Right. But now today, I don't have to do this anymore. You get used to it. Can you check Phantom? Right, let's go check Phantom here for the legend in the house. I'm just going to search for it. I know it's this way. I'm just going to search for it. FTMUSDT. I'm actually curious myself. I want to see what Phantom is doing. There we go. You can see that I have been analyzing Phantom. Okay, I am very interested in Phantom, and we are at critical support or when I say critical support, it sounds dangerous. We are at important support, okay? Good support. You can see that this nice little support box that I have over here has been nicely respected. We got a dip down into the 786, being supported by the highs and this consolidation area over here. We had a massive dump here to the downside, right? Now what you want to do is, I am on regular. You want to wait for the break of the trend. If you're a conservative trader, you want to wait for the break of the trend. And what I do like for now, based on the price action that we have today, what you would like to see here on the price of Phantom, I'm going to take that trend out. I was basically trying to play the breakout before the breakout over here. Okay, see that nice little breakout, and this could be a retest. But basically what I wanted to highlight over here is you want this to be a higher low. You want this to be a higher low to confirm bullish continuation here to the upside, because then you have a nice wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, 1, and so it climbs up. So another attempt is, if you do lose the lows over here, I want to see a swing failure, right? You grab the liquidity below and you recover. And as you recover and you're back above that level, stop. Risk management is just very easy when you have a swing failure pattern, and then we off to the races we go. So, I mean, it's all dependent on the price of Bitcoin, but you really want this structure for bullish momentum to continue from where it is right now. You want to see this structure hold. Okay, just want to see from a Fibonacci perspective, where are we? Exactly at the 786. You don't want to see us tap the 0.88. Okay, so you want this bullish structure to hold over here, and it's actually now tapped the maximum, okay, FIB retracement for the structure. So it needs to hold this low over here. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, legends. Hope you all enjoyed the alpha over here. Smash up the like. Thanks for subscribing. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, do that for future notifications. Smash the like on your way out. That's unfortunately all I have time for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the alpha, and are here on a beautiful Monday evening in South Africa. I will see you guys tomorrow. Cheers for now, and until the next one, I'll see you tomorrow.